Now then, guys, I'm FINGEYMAJIG, and I'm back with episode 20 of Leeds United career mode. As normal, got a couple games for you today. Starting with Manchester United at home. Then transfer window opens, and then we have Newcastle at St James's Park. So that could be a couple of good games. Let's get back, do some training, see how things are going on. Youth player wants out, I think he's already gone. Yep, got rid of him. Dan the Superman, how goes it? Right. Do some training. Give us some good training. I've got to do my goalkeepers. That a Doom's just good. Got to get his positioning up. Same with checks. Whatever it's called, Checkamani. That's not a bad session at all. Not a bad session at all. Man United not even in top 6. What team is it that's playing against them? Not the first. We'll go with second. Need to do some changes on bench. You can come out. Roof can go back into the first team now. Zancano can go onto the bench. Could do with a midfielder on the bench. Sorry, a winger on the bench. A couple of days to what you can go on. Instead of you know there's 2 right wingers, but yeah. Also, before I forget again. I'll go with that to start with. Well, Magic games tomorrow. Still press conference. We're expecting Carlos Linz to be up and coming attacking midfielder, but got injured for months. .98 kicking. I need to do more training with me centre halves, get them proper world class. Let me have a look at these. He could be good. Let's get into these anyway.
Welcome everybody, Alan Smith alongside me, Martin Tyler. Nice to have you along for the ride.
Thank you very much.
Well, the game today, Leeds United versus Manchester United.
Ooh. Battle of the Roses, War of the Roses.
Leeds United, they're looking for another victory today to add on to their recent away win.
Bloody hell, I've lost 4 games.
An entertaining 4-2 victory that, and I can see them going on and getting another victory.
Thank you. I hope so against this lot.
It's going to be very tough for the opposition today to break down the home team's defence. When you look at the stats, very few teams have broken them down.
Well, some people call this side boring, but not for me, because they just love their clean sheets, don't they?
Check for you on the Leeds United lineup. This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal. Phil Jones replaces Chris Smalling, who's been out of sorts lately. Harry Kane is the main striker today. Baba. Clever little back heel. Going into this game for the home side, they're in great form, aren't they? 4 consecutive wins. A chance to make it 5 in a row.
Yeah, they must go out on the pitch there, full of confidence. The way that they've been playing, created chances, taking them, very good.
He hasn't got legs at Cifuentes, that's his only problem.
Liam Bridcut. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch to put them in front.
It's in.
That kind of chance has come to him so early in the game. I have to say,
Another one at
reacted
kids.
perfectly, really sharp right from the off, and they've taken the lead here. Well, it's ended up in the back of the net, quite high up too.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he actually meant it just to go under the bar. Maybe we'll find out afterwards.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Baba.
We'll go out and buy a really big, expensive midfielder.
It's a goal for Manchester City.
The
It's been
youngsters
scored
aren't going
by
to have the
James
opportunity
McCarthy.
to play, are
The
they?
keeper did well to narrow the angle, but he found the back of the net with a fantastically aimed shot. 10 minutes played, 1-0.
Cheers, Alan. Attacking well here. Sometimes players they can get away with an early foul, but he hasn't got away with this one.
Send him off.
We're very early in this game, aren't we? And the yellow card out straight away. That maybe could be difficult for the player, maybe for the ref as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a tightrope for the player, obviously, with so much to go in this match, but the kind of challenge, I think, had to be punished.
He had a real go.
Well, you can't knock him. He was in the right place at the right time. Just couldn't provide the finishing touch.
He's got a beauty of the week, did Cifuentes. Only thing, I really like how he plays.
Sure.
But he's not fast enough.
And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle.
I work very much so on the counter-attack.
Short passes, they're keeping the ball. The break is definitely on. That's offside. Referee is...
It's to admit, it's how Manchester United used to play. When they attack, they attack, but when they've been defending, they attack as well.
Liam Bridcut.
Look that.
Well, they're in a good position here.
Another goal that Sri Lanka didn't score though.
It's a quick break. The shot's on. Great stop. Chooses to punch in.
Well in check.
Good technique. It will be their throw. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. Trying to thread it through here. And now the shot. Oh, he's missed it, and that would have been the equaliser.
Oh, what a chance. What a chance that was, and I don't know whether he's going to get another in this match.
Here is Diawara. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. And the cross coming in. Promising build-up until that challenge. In quickly. And they're passing so well out there.
That one a very good pass.
Now.
Come on, movement.
He's got support here. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Damian. At the Liberty Stadium, Alan McInally has got some news for us.
Oh,
Goal for Swansea City.
come on.
31 minutes played. 1-0.
Thanks, Alan. And by Manchester United's high standards, this hasn't been a great start.
Don't wait for the ball.
The defender cut it out. There's the ball in. They've coped with it well defensively. To level it up now. He is a saviour there.
Oh,
Comes in with a
didn't do it early enough.
On the attack here. Well, that pass never looked like reaching its target, and they're away with the ball. Oh, a bit of first-half misery here for Manchester United. Who would have backed them to be trailing as we count the minutes down to half-time? And I must say, they will need to improve in the second half.
What are you thinking there?
Spent force in this game. In quickly. Great passage of passing play there. Just working away to try and find an opening.
Oh,
He reacted.
It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession. Liam Bridcut. And the pass not completed, really. Good chunk of added time here, 3 minutes. Liam Bridcut. Opportunity here. Goodness me, it's hit the post.
oh dear. Solanke should have scored, and Avila definitely should have scored with follow-up.
Well, the hosts are winning here, and they're winning well at half-time.
You would imagine so. I think for the manager, it's just a question of making sure everybody stays focused, switched on.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Well, there's still time to hit back in this game, and they're going to try and do it with a substitute. And setting the ball rolling for the second half, Manchester United. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Let's go down to St Mary's. Alan McInally.
It's a second goal for Southampton. 48 minutes played. 2-0.
Oh, interesting news again from Alan McInally. Thanks, Alan. Griezmann. Quick note for your diary. Make a note of this particular date. EA Sports, we've got the presentation of the Premier League fixture. Shot on! And he's hung
Well
on
in
to the
check.
ball too. Brilliant goalkeeping. Great interception. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. Onto the attack now. Well, he's got support here. Well, he's threaded the pass through neatly. And shoots! That's a corner for Manchester United. Those possession stats in favour of Manchester United, but what matters is the scoreline.
Yeah, but you look at the number of chances created, and they've had enough to be ahead in this match.
Well, he must be pretty happy, this lad, because the manager has been spotting up how well he's playing, and he knows how well he's playing.
Well, he does, and the trick is to continue that, which isn't always a straightforward thing, because good runs of form come to an end sooner or later.
Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. Keeps it going. And here's the shot.
Get in.
Took the chance nicely, and that really has given them much more of a basis for the rest of this match.
And that's wonderful. Wonderful technique to just feather it into the bottom right.
First time he scored in a few games, Solanke. Assist from two youngsters.
Restarting at 2-0. And Herrera. Griezmann. Shaw. We've had an hour gone here, and still 30 minutes left.
I've been quite fortunate, well, apart from one signing,
They've worked this attack very well.
Ryan Gold.
Quite a dangerous position now. This team
That's the
really
only one
on
that
top of
hasn't
their
worked
game,
out.
and they've got
Mind you,
themselves
Odegaard's
to be
still
top
got
of the
time
league
to
by
go
quite
south
like
yet.
this.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they've got some top players, haven't they? Let's face it, and they've shown that out there today. They've really
I
played
did
some
the
good
same
football.
sort of thing as I did with Odegaard.
Defenders between them and the
2-year
goal, but
loan
they've still got the ball.
with a option to buy him.
Manchester United moving into the attack.
And I did all the work and made Ryan Gold
Well,
really, really good.
bobble or whatever, but it was a horrendous
And
miss
then
kick.
had the £8 million deal, £6 million deal arranged with him, and then
Yeah, they're playing Sunderland in the next match.
turned around and said they didn't want to play for me. Well, didn't want to relocate full time to Leeds. But I suppose when you're living in Algarve in Portugal,
Getting forward here, Manchester United. He's better usually.
play for
crossing
Porto.
that. It was a defender who got there first quite easily,
Sorry,
actually.
Sporting.
It's a good place to win
Would you
the
want
ball
to
here.
come and
Played down the wing, keeping the
leave
wide
that and
attack
come and
going.
play in Leeds?
Crosses in.
Just don't.
That was a
Odegaard
good
doesn't
crossing
have the
position, but
same
not a good cross.
thoughts
20 minutes of the 90 still to play.
about leaving Madrid.
On the attack here. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Now here is a chance for them. Shot on!
Get in.
That's a fantastic goal. Goalkeeper was reaching for it, and it did actually touch him on the way in.
I think there was just too much power on the ball and the shot for him to get a strong enough touch.
Well, they've widened the margin now. 3-0 they lead.
Look at some subs. Davis can come for me. Come on for him. Actually, what I'll do is I'll do. No, what I'll do for now.
And Herrera. Now Bailly. And on the home bench, a substitute is clearly getting ready to come on. Good challenge here. And Herrera. Well, they're in a good position here. Manchester United having to force the play here.
It's time for the Alamo. By the looks of it, they need a goal. And
now the shot. Goal kick.
Is that Troy Deeney?
Two players ready to come on, and they'll bring them on together now.
Noah Van Nuo. What was that? Troy Deeney it is.
Pogba.
Manchester United and Manchester City on this game have got some peculiar players in the team. Not players you'd associate with them two clubs.
There is still time here for Manchester United, and they are the masters of the late goals, of course. They need late goals now.
Fergie time.
Impressive attacking play here from Manchester United.
Give over, you great tart.
That's going to mean a booking for the player.
Oh, without question, it was not the best of challenges.
They've coped with it well defensively. Well read by the defender. This has been called a football match, but it hasn't been much of a match-up between the two sides. The winners conclusively at their best, and the losers just aching to hear the final whistle now. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. A nice move to get away from the defender. He's got his shot off now. Well, that looked promising, but he's been stopped. Darmian. Griezmann.
Ooh.
He's one of the best, Martin, at just shifting across, reading the pass.
There's good progress with this attack. Comes in strongly. Now he's looking for support. And in goes the cross. And it's the goalkeeper's ball, quite clearly a wasted cross. Excellent performance from the team. The supporters know that the job is pretty much done, and they're just loving it. I don't think we'll get them out of the ground at the end.
Well, they've been treated to some really good football, haven't they? Some good goals.
And they're beating Manchester United, so they'll celebrate.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch.
Some of these fans will hate Manchester United with a passion that you can only dream of.
And they've cut it out. And it's the final whistle here, and it's victory for Leeds United.
Get in.
Well, right result for the team. They've got the points. Played pretty well, Alan.
They did, Martin. One of those matches where everything more or less went well, and the manager in that dressing room will be delighted now.
And it was a
Well, they have had such
a
a
weekend
great
team.
defence, the home side, and they've added to that quality with some real attacking skill today.
Yeah, they just brought it all together, and in this kind of form, they're going to be really hard to beat.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch to put them in front.
And the youngster scored for me. And set a couple of goals up.
Chelsea 0, Leicester City 0, Leeds United 3, Manchester United 0, Manchester City 1, Newcastle United 1,
Newcastle
Middlesbrough
next.
1, Tottenham Hotspur 3, Southampton 3, Fulham 0, Stoke City 1,
Surely I should be doing well with this.
Sunderland 1, Hull City 0, Swansea City 2, Burnley 0, Watford 1, Arsenal 1, West Bromwich Albion 0, Crystal Palace 2. What do those results mean to the league
Look
table?
at squad for
At the top of the
next
table
game.
remain Leeds United with 42
Oh,
points.
do I play after Newcastle?
Second, Stoke City with 40 points. In third, Chelsea with 35 points. In fourth, Tottenham Hotspur with
West Brom.
33 points. In fifth, climbing the table are Crystal
I can
Palace
go first
with
team.
31 points. In sixth, moving down, are
Second
Leicester City
team,
with 30 points.
Albion game.
In seventh and falling are Hull City with 28 points.
Yeah, I'm
In
alright.
eighth,
First
Manchester
team.
United with 27 points. Bottom of the table, Sunderland with 9 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom moving down are Fulham with 15 points. Third bottom, rising up the table, are Manchester City with 15 points. Fourth bottom, Burnley with 16 points.
Hope
Fifth
these get
bottom,
fit.
falling, are Watford with 19 points.
Bistrati ain't played in a couple of games either. The reason I'm not playing Luke Ayling and Fabian Delph is they both asked for transfers. So was he. But I made a mistake buying him anyway. I panicked, bought him, not the type of player I use as really tall striker. So I think we'll be going with something very similar to that squad in the next game against Newcastle, depending on any problems that arise before it, injuries or strops. Yeah, okay. I'm using if we'll go to 2-5 they can have him. I know that sounds horrible, but yeah, we're signing someone out. Fair enough. I was hoping you wasn't gonna do it. See, I don't want somebody that's too old. He could be a good one to go for. this. Can't approach what score is full. Oh, we're gonna... Can't remember the name of that. I've had him before, he's been alright as well. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with them Arsenal goalkeepers. Strike. Yeah. I've inquired about the... What? Kamaru wants to discuss wages. No problem at all. Ah. $19 million for Chambers is too much. That's alright, but I've got to get rid of one of mine. Yep, going with that. Actually, no. Want out, you don't play. Might be cutting my nose off to spite my face, but disappointed at lack of matches. Can't play every week. I'm staying white. Oh no. Play with players that want to play for me.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the match. Martin Tyler here. Alan Smith sitting alongside me.
Thank you, Martin. Looking forward to this.
The match today is Newcastle United against Leeds United.
Hope you're doing well today, guys. We're in a super Saturday.
Leeds United, they're playing well at the moment. They certainly played well last time out in their home victory against Manchester United.
Yeah.
3-0, comfortable for them, and they're flying at the moment. I think they'll win again.
Good.
It's Leeds who kicked off. Newcastle United's lineup. I think that back four is really important for them. They've got to be strong and solid, but they've got a bit of protection, haven't they?
They have. They should have more than enough. I mean, they're all good defenders in the...
Got to be. It's in. It's a
Take
great
that.
start for them. A wonderful goal.
Ronnie.
And we'll now have to see whether that will change both managers' approach to this game. And that's a goal well worth analysing again. So the first
It's a good
goal is
start.
1-0. Made the challenge well.
Oh dear, that was poor.
Return pass. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Shot on! And that shot's blocked very quickly. Here's Phillips. Good forward play from them.
No, that was poor. Well, it wasn't poor, but it wasn't really good.
Still on the search for those former glories. Leeds United, such a great team in the 60s and 70s, and now looking as though they might be onwards and upwards.
Just to let you know, guys, you can actually support the channel or the streamers, whatever you want to call it, without actually spending any more money. If you do your shopping at Amazon, all you've got to do is follow the Amazon links that's on my Twitch page. There's the link for the Amazon in the UK, Amazon in the US, and the Amazon in Canada. Pick whichever one's closest to you. Do your shopping as normal, and if you've got any delivery fees, whatever, so you buy whatever you want to buy, whether it be a teacup or a tiara. If you've got any shipping fees, you pay your shipping fees. That's it. No extra expense to you. If you go through them links on my page, I get what's called a referral reward for you going through my links, basically. It's not vast amounts, it's not even great amounts, but it's a way for you to support the stream without actually parting with any extra cash. Just what you'd normally buy.
Good progress with this attack. Good challenge. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession.
That were poor. Very poor, too hard.
He's better usually at crossing than that. It was a defender who got there first, quite easily actually. He's coming forward with some danger. And
Oh, that worked.
Well, it's a long way off target.
Seems to be loads of space to do. Well, this game anyway.
Here's Phillips. Now Martin Odegaard. On the attack here. This is how they love to... He's got his shot off now. Well, that's the sign of a top-class player to score like that. They are playing well. Their superiority increased really with this goal.
Well, you can only see more goals coming their way, the way they're playing.
Newcastle aren't doing well at all.
Well, they've widened the margin now. 3-0 they lead. Lerma. And he gives it back to him. It goes out wide again. Nicely played through ball. And here's the
Nice. Ooh, unlucky.
super header, narrowly wide.
Yeah, the goalie was rooted to the spot there.
I've had a few players say that they want to leave. You're fast, Mbappe, but not quite that fast.
Florian Thauvin. Deandre Yedlin.
Come on.
Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting.
Tackle him.
And it will go into the middle now. And it's a headed effort at goal. There's still a long way to go, but it's a step in the right direction with this goal.
Oh, terrible.
How about that for a goal?
The defenders seem to lose the concentration almost. They saw it coming from a long way out. Well, he's a fantastic header of the ball, and his marker stood no chance there.
Probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. And here, it's the goalkeeper's ball.
Well then,
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Janssen. Came in with a challenge.
oh,
Turnover there that we didn't expect. Deandre Yedlin.
What the f...
And that will be a goal kick. Just struggling in midfield to keep up with the pace that the opposition are setting.
Well, this boy normally makes his team
It's
tick,
gone off in the
but
last
if
few
you're not gonna
minutes
get
of
the
this
ball,
game, hasn't
it's
it?
not going to happen. They've got to find a way of reversing this trend if they're going to get back into this game.
Got the tackle in.
That bloody time.
Decision is a throw. It was a fair tackle. Deandre Yedlin. Lerma. Moving forward again. And Newcastle United. And the ball's got away from
Well,
it. That is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that.
just passing it to him.
Lerma. Now Stromboli. Foul against Leeds United.
Come on. Oh, what?
It's a yellow card, and, well, it was a certain yellow card, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Looking back on it, he had no choice at all.
Well, they're in a good position here.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
What the?
They could have got through there, but the defender was absolutely on top of his game.
That last few minutes of that half were terrible.
3-1 is the score at the break.
See how the first few minutes were.
I think that back four is really important for them. They've got to be strong and solid, but they've got to be.
Come on.
So the referee's happy, and the second half gets underway. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up.
Calvin Phillips done half track back well. Calvin Phillips, whatever it's called.
Cut it out.
Tracks back well.
Attacking well here. Through pass.
Penalty!
That's a penalty, it had to be. He's given the penalty, and it's all going wrong at the moment.
Yeah, it's just got worse, Martin. I think that's probably the game done and dusted.
No!
And saved! And that's a corner for Leeds United.
What a place to put it, you useless twank.
Crosses in.
Oh, what's up?
He worked hard to get the cross in, but it didn't reach any of his teammates arriving in the middle. And the cross comes in now. Well, they got it wide very well, a chance to get the cross in, but it's not turned out to be a very good delivery. There's a sub coming on for Newcastle.
No! Come on. Unless you shouldn't be out there.
Keeping possession. They cope with it well defensively. They can get one back now. Great stop. Shots on here. There's a good try, isn't it? In the
Holy
circumstances.
cack.
Yeah, but they need these to go in, not just fly wide.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they haven't let the heads drop, in fairness to them.
I
They've
think
kept
I'm
on
going to have to
plugging
make
away.
some suppression this up, you know.
Lerma.
Oh, wide.
There's some
No.
potential in this move. Challenges for the ball. And shoots! And the goalkeeper got across to it. A chance for Newcastle. They've got a corner. And it's been an hour of very good football here. We've still got 30 more minutes to go, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy that as well. And Phillips. Well, that's not so much an interception
Flipping
as a
heck.
poor pass.
Wow!
Dangerous. That's a good challenge. A quick note for your diary. Make a note of this particular
Oh,
day.
come
EA
on.
Sports, we've got the presentation of the Premier League fixture for Newcastle United. They'll be hosting Middlesbrough.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one. I think we're going to see some good football.
And now the shot. That'll be a throw.
This has gone decidedly downhill since my third
Well, they're
goal.
building steadily here, working away. And he heads it for goal. Offside. That's an easy decision. On the attack here. Crisp
Come
defending there.
on.
Well, he could go for goal from here. Well, they've got a lead to hang on to, the away team here, and they're trying to do it, I think, by running down the clock whenever possible. And you can tell the home... Great shot off the bar and in! And the goal looks spectacular and is very important.
Yeah, there was some power behind that effort. I think the crossbar's still shaking.
Wolf. That were a right free kick, that.
4-1 is the scoreline. Mbemba. Just a quick check on the clock, and there are 20 minutes to go. There's going to be a throw-in after that tackle. Renato Sanchez. Chancel Mbemba.
Renato Sanchez, isn't that him that used to play for Bayern?
Trying to tackle
Louis.
here, and he's done that. It's looking good, this move.
Unlucky.
What about Leeds' next game?
Yeah, they're playing West Bromwich Albion in the next match. I think they'll find it pretty easy in this one.
Oh, he's beaten his marker. Good defending. Here's Phillips. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Shots on!
Oh, not hard enough.
By the goalkeeper. They do hate being chipped, keepers, don't they?
They do, and he did anticipate it and collected it comfortably in the end.
It's a change in personnel for Newcastle via the bench. Well, that was a chance to really get in at the goalkeeper, running off. Off the defender, but he's run offside.
He can afford to give those defenders a yard or two, you know, because he's quicker than them. Oh, a bad day all round. Didn't play well. Picked up a yellow, and now he's being subbed.
And Newcastle on the attack. Good through pass. A real chance here.
Oh no,
Still
from
a long way to
Lombardi
go,
again.
but it's a step in the right direction with this goal.
At least I'll be, well, hopefully finishing on a high today.
Plenty of goals for the fans here. 4-2. Off we go again. A bit of complacency from the side that's got this game wrapped up. That's a wrap across the knuckles. A reminder, you've still got to take it seriously even when you're winning well.
Well, yeah, I mean, for the defence, you want to have a clean sheet because it's been a...
Got to be. Leeds get a corner. Chooses to punch here, the goalkeeper. Good technique. And the referee says free kick. And the shot's on!
Go on!
And there it is, the goal! Well, he's grabbed the chance.
Got a couple of good goals into there, that were alright.
Well, the keeper, he's taken a chance and been made to pay.
Yeah.
The goal, wherever you look at it, it was very well taken.
couldn't chip him early with that easy one, but I could do it with that.
Well, lots of goals for you to digest here. 5-2, still time to play. Well, the home team has been outplayed, and the home supporters have lost their will to support, I think.
Give over!
The game drawing to a close.
Oh, what?
And that's going to mean a booking for the player.
Oh, without question, it was not the best
I've never
of
had so
challenges.
many bookings this season.
And shoots! Terrific stop. Corner coming up. And he's in there with a header. Well, that's a comfortable save from the header.
Yeah, that's a poor effort from the lads, and really should have worked the keeper more than that.
Oh, what were I thinking then doing that?
Now here's and here's the shot. And the goalkeeper with a textbook save and keeps the ball in his grasp. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. Attacking well here.
No!
Gone for goal in spectacular style.
Well, I was expecting
Thought
him to be
youngster were
wheeling
gonna
away in
score then.
celebration now.
Who?
And that is the final whistle. It's all over and Leeds have won. It's a routine time of the season, it always seems from the outside, maybe for the players themselves, but the job is just the same week in, week out. I think that back four is really important for them. They've got to be strong.
Let's have a look at this transfer window before I leave this stream.
Arsenal 4, Middlesbrough 1. Crystal Palace 1, Stoke City 2. Fulham 0, Chelsea 2. Hull City 2, Watford 1. Leicester City 1, West Bromwich Albion 2. Liverpool 3, Swansea City 1. Manchester United 2, Sunderland 1. Newcastle United 2, Leeds United 5.
Yay!
Tottenham Hotspur 1, Southampton 1. Let's have a look at what those results mean for tonight's league tables. At the top
Whoa,
of
look
the
at
table
that.
remain Leeds United with 45 points. In second, Stoke City with 43 points. In third, Chelsea with 38 points. In fourth, Tottenham Hotspur with 34 points. In
Looks like
fifth,
Philip
climbing the
Orfich is
table
leaving.
are Hull City with 31 points. In sixth, moving down, are Crystal Palace with 31 points, but only behind on goal difference.
Whoa. Okay, Lynn's gone, right. Matt Wilkes has gone. Excellent. Rob Holding. Right, guys, anyway, that's it for this stream. I hope you liked those couple of games that I brought to you. Fair few goals in them. Thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate when you stop by the stream. It really does mean a lot. Right. I'll be leaving now. I will try and do better next time. Again, thanks again for stopping by. I'm FINGEYMAJIG, and I'll see you in a bit.